Hola, peoples. Hello, and welcome to another dose of Deviant Daily. Okay, so I wasn't sure I was going to do an evening poll, but whatever. I decided to do it because I enjoy talking to everybody and sharing, and it just I enjoy it. Plus, I kind of have to kill time. We're in the process of doing my hair, so I look like a fool right now. I'm sitting here with foils in my hair, trying not to move that much, but it is what it is, and we're going to enjoy our time. I hope that you find something useful from this exchange, and please just remember that this is our time together. We get to share, we get to talk, we get to have fun. This is a safe place for us, so just know that. And whatever is expressed here, like if you whatever you see in a card, you are more than welcome to express yourself. There is no right or wrong answers. We are having conversations. We are pointing, picking things out of imagery and such. So we all have different connections, and it is okay for us to share that. So welcome, everybody. I'm excited to be here with you. Hello, Joe. Welcome. So how's everyone doing? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. I shuffled and I focused on something, something we can talk about this evening. It's been a long day for me. It's been a long day. Like I was doing the whole like physical, like actual doing work kind of stuff. Ugh. Like I was out in the garden, and not in the garden, but like I was outside, cleaning out my little kiddie pool, moving some shit around with dirt. Yes, I even got dirt under my nails, y'all. I felt so much. And so that's why I had to balance out doing my hair. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on today, and I missed. Well, hello, Mona Lee. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see your name pop up here. Hello, welcome, welcome. But yeah, we did a lot today. We did a lot. I'm trying to. There was something else I wanted to share with you, and I can't quite recall, so I think we might just get into the card, and if it pops up, I will share again. Yeah. So let's see what comes up. Okay. So the card that came up. Let's go. Let's just go. Is the ooh that's what I was gonna say, the King of Wands. Okay, so I've been shuffling lately with my Thera-Pets, and so the card that popped up from my Thera-Pets deck is you will rise above the ashes. You will rise above the ashes. You will find a way to become whole again. You will find a way to become whole again. You will rise above the ashes. So, what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? I like the way it's going to be worked into the King of Wands, but let's talk about this a little bit. You will rise above the ashes. So, what does it mean for you to rise above the ashes in your life, in your situation? How does that make you feel? What comes up for you? And you will find a way to become whole again. A part of that kind of like rubs me the wrong way, but it's just wording. You know what I mean? Because I don't. You will find a way to become whole again. I don't know. There's something about that. It's like we are whole. It's a matter of remembering who we are. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, we have to find something to be whole again, but we do have to sort of like remember. We do have to find the things and do the therapy, do the work, to bring that awareness back into our experience, right? So what does it mean? You will rise above the ashes. What does that mean to you? And you will find a way to become whole again. I really like this. Let's see, love it. That's amazing. As I just moved 6 hours away to a new city after being forced into, oh, yes, forced into homeless for the last 4 months. This is perfect. Oh my gosh, Mona Lee. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, and as well, I'm excited for you. It's so scary, So scary, but it doesn't have to be. We can take that fear, we can take that sort of like scariness and realize like, look, we're being given an opportunity. Like, okay, this is what I experienced. This is what happened, and it put me in situations. It put me in places that kind of like I had to learn to handle. And so I will rise above these ashes. And so in this situation, I didn't know how it was going to happen. And I don't have to know how, but I can trust that it will. And so I recognize that, okay, I am moving forward, I'm moving through, and it may seem bleak right now, or it may seem, it may seem a little challenging and like overwhelming. I don't know what the solution is, but this is the thing. Here is a card offering you, like, look, you will overcome. You will get through this. You will feel and find a way to become like whole again. And remember that you are already that way. It's just the honoring that this is truth, And so it's saying, look, trust the process, and keep applying yourself, keep doing the work, and recognize that again, you will rise above the ashes. So you will find your space, and that strength will come through. Interesting. Okay, I have hair in my face. Oh my god, these foils, y'all. Hopefully you can't hear the foils like moving around when I'm shaking my head. But the King of Wands. So let's talk about the King of Wands. What is it? What does a king represent? What is Wands? Wands represents fire, passion, lust, creativity, growth-oriented things, actionable steps. We have aggressiveness with wands. It's that fiery nature, consuming from that place of fire, of spark, right? So what is King of Wands? What does it look like that he's doing right here? How does he make you feel? What thoughts pop up? And again, if you're watching a recording of this, you can always just, again, write these things down, contemplate it, because that's what, Deviant Daily is for. We're just here to talk about, the card or whatever pops up or whatever we decide to talk about that day. We are here to sort of like utilize it to just help us contemplate things to be better. And so, if you look at him, look at his face. Look at their face right here. Very determined, very fiery, very orangey, yellowy. So we have opening pathways. We have like excitable energy. The body language, though, you see, there's this throne, okay, and the throne is kind of blocking the right side of the card. For me, that's where the future is, right? And so there's the future slightly blocked, but there's still like an opening. So it's like I'm not neglecting my future. I'm not focused on or obsessing about the future. Does that make sense? And so that's kind of like something that's important. It's like, okay, we need to be aware that, yeah, we are setting ourselves up for success, or we're setting ourselves up for the future. We need to be aware of the future and what's going to, like, different goals and plans. But at the same time, we need to be very mindful not to live in the future and forget to enjoy and embrace, the passions of the moment. And so another thing here is, like, if you look here, look at the little salamander, how cute. So if you look here, the king is looking back, the past, looking towards the left. There was the past energy, okay? And you have this wand right here, and you have little new growth, little buds over here, little new growth, new exciting things, little adventures, little journeys, maybe some creative ideas. Who knows? It depends on your life. It depends on where you are, right? And so you have these ideas. He has his wand, and it always just sounds weird when I say that, but he has his wand, and there's like ideas, coming through, and he's looking at the past like, okay, I'm now in this place. Like I understand, y'all. I understand that there is energy in the from my past. There's energy from my past. There's ideas there that now that I have experienced certain life things, now that I am grown, now that I'm in a place that I can actually make things happen, right? Maybe now I'm old enough, or now I have enough money, or now I have enough resources. I don't know what it is. It'll be different for each and every one of us. So let's think about that. Like now that I'm where I currently am, I'm able to look back at things that I was passionate about, at certain things that were really good ideas at the time. I just didn't have the resources to sort of execute them. Okay, does that make sense? So now I'm thinking about those things again. And so the King of Wands is like, okay, this I'm thinking about my future because again, it's not totally blocked off. So I'm thinking about my future, but I understand that the key to my future is actually in the past. Does that make sense? Do you see that? Or how I explained it. So let me take a little break right here. So one point I moved away from Fire City, literally. Oh my gosh. Uh, which honestly was all about the point to say love, less aggression, etc. And there was no way I could succumb. Okay, yeah. So now it's I find right now the King of Wands, especially if we couple it with you will rise above the ashes, you will find a way to become whole again. I feel like this is actually really helping us to inspire ourselves. It's like, look, we have lost ourselves to maybe a person or a situation, or there was something that we experienced, and we kind of just we've been going through the motions, and the King of Wands is here to bring that fire back into our lives, and that excitement back into our eyes and our heart, and for us to be excited again about life. And so this is definitely saying, like, now is the time to take ownership of who we are. Now is the time to really start investing into our passions, and what gives us life, and so there's just a lot of creative force around the King of Wands, and I do feel like they are bringing back this sort of excitement for life again. So it's important for us to bring the adventure back. It's important for us to remember that we're not dull. It reminds me. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. It reminds me a lot again, and this can be applied all across the board. But it reminds me a lot of like someone who gets married or gets into a relationship, and then they had all of these friends, they had all of this life, they had things that they cared about, and then they got into a relationship, and everything was kind of like whatever reason things were taken away, so they no longer had the same friends, which happens, but they were being isolated, and passions were no longer there. It was all about the relationship. And so they felt dull. They felt, like they couldn't breathe. They felt suffocated. And so then, some events are put into place, and that relationship is no longer, and the individual is able to find themselves again. That individual is able to rediscover their passions. Like, you know what? I really enjoyed dancing. I really enjoyed, I don't know, cycling. I don't know what it is, whatever it is for each and every one of us. Like, I really enjoyed these things, and I haven't done it in years, or it's been a long time because I had to put that to the side. Maybe I had kids, and I had to put certain things aside. But now my kids are maybe old enough, or I'm in a position where I'm able to bring some passions back. Does that make sense? So, with the King of Wands, it is important this evening for us to simply look back. Understand that we are going through an adventurous time. We are finding ourselves again. We are finding our strength and our courage because it is there, and we will overcome the obstacles that are in our pathway. We will absolutely overcome those. And so, what obstacles are in my pathway? Like, what is it that I want to achieve? I know that I want my future to be this, this, and this. So, okay, let me think about my future, and then let me think about my past. Like, what ideas that I've had can maybe help, put my future into motion. And so let me just, these are things that we need to start contemplating. These are things that we need to meditate on, because it's going to help set us up for success. And the King of Wands is offering that sort of rebirth, like the phoenix, right? We are going through a period of rebirth, and it truly is up to us to discern, how we apply that energy. Are we going through the motions, or are we going to do something about our situation? No, that fire is there, but we have to choose to do something about that fire. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, there's a lot that can be said about the King of Wands, but I do feel like it's important for us to bring in fire into our lives, and that's saying a lot. Like right now, because we have some really bad fires here in California, and so I'm like, fire. But it's important for us to be inspired again, to get motivated, to know that what we started in the past, right? What we started in the past, we may not have had all the energy to do it, but now we do. Now is the time for us to take action. Now is the time for us to put things into motion. We have the ability to do this, so it is up to us to follow through. Okay, so if you have any questions, any last minute thoughts, feel free to share. Again, this evening's contemplation is the King of Wands, and I really like that for us. I really like that energy to be working with right now for us. And just remember that spark that's within you, it doesn't die out. It doesn't. We can feel so disconnected, but that spark, that divine spark in each and every one of us, it is always there. It does not die out. It cannot be erased or eradicated by anyone. It is ours and ours alone. So no, even if we disconnect from it for long periods of time, we can still build that relationship again, and we can find that fire, find that divine spark, and start to live in alignment with it, and bring it back into our life, and bring fun and adventure and excitement back into our life, bring that purpose back to our lives. Okay, so with that being said, y'all, if you don't have any last minute thoughts, and again, if you're watching a recording of this, please share your thoughts, share anything, share yourself. We're here to have fun. We're here to talk about life. And just to work through things, and to enjoy sharing space with one another. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. I enjoy this, and I hope that you can take something from these little short doses of my ramblings and the cards and what we co-create together. If you enjoy this, always like, comment, and share. I enjoy talking with everyone, but yeah, it helps so much when you share and when you invite people to enjoy with us. And well, hello, Marguerite, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. There's also a link. You can click the link in the description if you want to see other ways to show your support. Okay, I'm just rambling. Maybe it's the foils in my hair right now that's getting to me, but I gotta go check my foils, y'all. So. I appreciate you too, Mona Lee. I'm so glad to see your name pop up, and I wish you all the goodness, all the best. I'm excited to be able to keep doing these and see your name pop up some more. Okay, but yeah, I will talk to y'all very soon. I'm taking tomorrow off, Sunday. But I'll be back Monday, y'all, for sure. I'll be back Monday. Again, have fun, be blessed, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And if you ever have questions, always shoot me a message or comment on a video. And yes, I know I've said bye for like 5 minutes now, but hey, it's okay. I will talk to you soon. Okay? Be blessed.